right? It's gonna be a new defense. It's gonna be whatever Jarrett Stidham can do at the helm. I went on Brandon Bolden's Instagram live stream yesterday to try and get him to come on the podcast. He gratefully accepted, and other people were typing in the chat. They're like, "Hey, BB Hulk smash! Like, what are your thoughts on Stidham?" And like, he just kept looking at those and like just not responding. So the thoughts aren't great on Jarrett Stidham. He's honestly going to suck. He's going to be so bad. The Bills are going to win the division. Me and you both know it. Dude, a team with Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, John Brown, Cole Beasley, Jordan Poyer, Levi Wallace, Josh Norman, Tre'Davious White. Dude, Micah Hyde.
Dawson Knox,
yeah, dude. AFC East, look out, dude. You compare that to, dude, who are you more scared of? That, all those people I just listed, or ready for this? Jarrett Stidham and Sony Michel and Mohamed Sanu and Julian Edelman, who has no incentive to play hard anymore, and Kyle Van. And Nate and Jamie. And Duron nope. Oh, hold on.
That leads me to my next thing is Little Birds are talking about Joe Thuney, the 23rd overall pick and the 87th overall pick, going to Detroit for the 3rd overall pick.
To Detroit?
For Mr. Tua Tagovailoa.
Wow. And what... So you're mentioning Detroit.
Bird is a Patriots reporter.
Named?
Ben Volin.
Okay.
And he literally just tweeted it out. And that's pretty specific for him not to have any information.
That is very specific. But you also had mentioned, you texted me yesterday, and I almost flipped shit because I thought it was a fact. My second favorite player, definitely, Julian Edelman, the Iron Man, reported, you said, going to be traded to Detroit. Now, would that have been a part of that deal instead of the two picks? Would it have been Thuney and Edelman?
Or I feel like it would have. It could be. It's something. It's all circulating around Detroit because they have the 3rd overall pick. But it's something that having to do with maybe Thuney or Edelman and their Patriots' first round pick, and then maybe a combination of mid round picks. And the Edelman thing I heard was on the Colin Cowherd show.
Now, thinking about Edelman going to Detroit only makes sense. It only makes sense. He has a better quarterback. He's playing for Matt Patricia. And guess who his other buddy on the team is there? Danny Amendola.
Mr. Olivia Copo.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I always go on her live stories and just say, I'm on Team Danny.
Just to let her know where you stand?
Just to let her know where I stand. And like other people are like, oh my God, like you and Christian McCaffrey are perfect. I'm like, no, dude, Amendola, I'm Team Amendola. You blew it with him.
You blew it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have Amendola's back. If Olivia Cupo came on to me, dude, I'd have to run it by Amendola first.
That's fair. How do you feel about trading up for Tua?
I like Tua. I think he's like a really good guy. People complain about his injury history with his hip. I knocked that up to a freak injury, and that's not going to happen again. People say, and I agree, he really does have good arm talent. But then, the pundits about Tua say, well, but he plays on Alabama, and he has Nick Saban, and all the players around him are so fantastic. Yeah, it's going to be difficult to draft Tua that high, obviously, with what's going on. Like, can't physically evaluate him up close because of everything, the quarantine. But everything indicates that Tua is like a great locker room guy, and he can throw it well. There's no arguing that he has the arm talent there. I don't know if it would be a good move for the Patriots to give all that up just for a 3rd-round pick and not know if you're going to hit on Tua Tagovailoa or not. I'd rather sit back and wait whatever pick you have in maybe the 2nd round. What are we in the 2nd round? Like
23rd.
Yeah, so the 46th overall pick. No, not that. That math was wrong right there. Probably 50-something.
55th.
55th. Hey, you know who I've been advocating for the entire time? The former Alabama quarterback, now was then formerly at Oklahoma, Jalen Hurts. sit back at Jalen Hurts. You don't need to give up anything. He'll be there in the second round, maybe the third round, they say. I like Jalen a lot. Obviously, the reason that Tua benched Jalen was because of the arm talent. But I think they said at Oklahoma, Jalen was passing the ball a lot better, but they also say that they don't play any defense in that conference either. So,
would you say it's Tooney that first round pick and their third round pick? Would you then throw in an extra first round pick to bump up 2 more slots and get Joe Burrow?
No, I don't think I would. That's just you're giving up way too much for a guy that you don't know. Like, if he's going to be... Yeah, Joe Burrow has been great. He's had broken all these college records. I don't know. You're giving up too much to... You're giving up one of the best guards in the game to protect him. And the wide receiver core that you have right now on the team, Brady couldn't get it done with them. They can't get separation at all.
I'm saying it's either going to be Tooney or Edelman. So say you give up Tooney. Tooney's making however much, $10+ million right now on a 1-year deal. So you got to pay him no matter what.
Patriots aren't going to be signing him to a long-term deal. Right.
And they're not going to be doing anything this year anyway. So what's the point of paying a guard that you drafted in the first round?
I think you trade Tooney for someone else. Maybe you trade him to get another like 11th or 12th round pick to say, let's say you really wanted, who are they, like Ruggs or CD Lamb or a wide receiver like that. Maybe they pull,
Randy Moss's kid.
Yeah. Thad Moss or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to go up to 1, 2, or 3. If you're proposing, I do think that Tooney gets traded somewhere because that was initially what everyone thought. You're never going to be paying 2 guards, Mason and Tooney, that amount of money. Tooney's probably, what's the point of tagging him now if you're not going to have a team that's going to go to the Super Bowl, right? The tag, you hopefully say, we're going to hold on to this one guy. He's going to be very productive for us, help us win games. You're saying with this mindset, Patriots maybe aren't trying to win all the games that they could be winning. Tooney, perfect candidate for the tag and trade as originally reported on. I just don't think that they're going to give up all these picks with Tooney to get a 3rd overall pick.
Well, here's the other thing, too, is with the whole season in doubt and whether they're going to play a whole season, Patriots aren't going to win anything anyway with Jarrett Stidham as quarterback.
Nope.
And whoever else, and I don't want Andy Dalton, I don't want Cam Newton, I don't want James Winston.
You already have Stidham and Hoyer on the chart. You're going to add a 3rd?
I do want them to draft another quarterback. And I'm throwing this Tua thing out there because there's reporters from the Patriots giving specific details on this. But what was I going to say? The idea, though, of like why like if this season's going to be null anyway,
yeah.
What's the point of holding on to? I know Edelman has been great and everything, but he's how old? 34, 35?
34 years old, dude.
He's a slot receiver.
How many times has he been beaten up? Do you know the way that when he gets tackled, do you know what he does? He jumps up and then people cut his legs out and he usually flips onto his back. That's like a routine tackle for him.
Yeah, well, at least his legs aren't getting cut out. However, he did tear up his knee one time. And I'm looking at that saying, if you look at Wes Welker's career too, there was a certain line where it just was like wasn't happening anymore.
Was it though? It was the drops, which was the real problem. We rewatched that Jet Patriot game, and we'll get to that later. But Phil Simms said, you shake Wes Welker's hand, he's got hands like steel. You wonder why he never drops anything. That was in 2010. Fast forward to the Super Bowl in Super Bowl 46 when he dropped that pass, and then fast forward to the AFC Championship game a year later against Baltimore when he dropped that pass in the second half in the 2012 season. Drops were the issue for Wes Welker, and then he said he wanted to stay in New England, but he was trying to leverage the Denver deal and come back to New England and say, hey, this is what I got. And then he said that Belichick was like, we've already moved on. Sorry. But it wasn't. I don't think any productivity slipped from Welker. It was just that Peyton throwing to Welker was a lot different from Tom throwing to Welker.
Yeah. So I feel like there's those slot receivers have only, Edelman's only got so many more years. He might have 2 years left.
I think Edelman was on borrowed time even this last year, 2018 and 2019, because of who was throwing him the ball. You telling me that an average or even above average slot receiver plays at years 32 and 33 at a high, wins Super Bowl MVP at age 33, right? That doesn't happen.
I do feel like Edelman, though, is valuable. If Stidham's whoever's the next quarterback, Edelman is still incredibly valuable. And I'd rather keep on, unless they blow the Patriots away with, and I'm talking about the Lions or whoever, with say they offer TJ Hawkinson at end for Edelman straight up, I'd be like, okay. They need tight ends, they need young talent. That's not proven, but
dude, what's the point of even keeping Edelman on the Patriots? Sure, Foxborough forever, but at this point, you know who his allegiance is to also. It's to Tom, okay? He's 34 years old, and if the Patriots, you say Edelman's very valuable to the team, I agree, Edelman's awesome, but if Tom couldn't get it done with the receiving core that hasn't changed since last year, you're telling me as Edelman grows and age older and you change quarterbacks with Jarrett Stidham that Edelman, A, will keep up the productivity, and B, be able to win them game. No, if they're not going to win games, you might as well unload Edelman.
They're going to go 10-6 at best next year.
I don't even think so, dude.
I can see them doing 7-9.
I could see 7-9 also. Buffalo has a chance of sweeping them. And then they're probably going to, Miami's reloaded. The Jets, if Sam Darnold can stay healthy. Jets fans like to think that Sam Darnold's really good. I don't think he's really good, but obviously Sam Darnold's better than Jarrett Stidham. So,
yeah, but that's also banking on the AFC East to actually be competent, and Bill Belichick's still in the AFC East.
I think yeah. Oh man, Belichick can only do so much. He could.
I know, and these AFC East teams can only do so much too, apparently. So,
but think about how Buffalo played us in New England this year, and how we also played on the road in Buffalo. We played atrocious in Buffalo, and then Buffalo really came to play when they went to New England. And without Tom Brady having probably the second best week of the entire season, maybe minus Pittsburgh, right? The way that he was efficiently throwing the ball, any other quarterback loses that game. And I also think any other quarterback loses the game in Buffalo. That's why I'm saying they would probably sweep us.
I could have probably won that game in Buffalo for the Patriots.
Dude.
He did nothing.
Dude, that sweet pass to James White, dude, down the sideline. It was dropped in the bucket.
You've seen me. I could make that throw. Give me 1 in 10 chances. I could make that throw.
Yeah, I know. And give Jarrett Stidham 10 chances. I don't think he'd hit that throw. I think he'd have a better chance of hitting it than Jarrett Stidham.
There you go. But anyways, what were we talking about?
Rumor mills and Patriots trading. Also, I have some rumor mills for us all. So apparently Rex Ryan apologized for calling Amari Cooper a quote-unquote turd. So Rex Ryan said on SportsCenter the other day that Amari Cooper was a turd, and now he was apparently forced to apologize. So that's great. Rex Ryan maybe on the flaming hot Cheeto seat. I don't know. That's a good one.
He does look like a man who loves his Cheetos.
Absolutely. And then the Kansas City Chiefs, apparently Sammy Watkins is going to be back, and they agreed to a new deal. So I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but actually I do have the numbers right in front of me. Watkins and the Chiefs.
Did Patrick Mahomes already get re-signed?
Nope, he didn't. But Watkins and the Chiefs, and they're not going to do it this year because they have no cap space left, I don't think.
They checked and they had $17.
Yep, they literally have $17. Florio writes that they have a laughably small amount of salary cap space, and that Sammy Watkins has the biggest cap hit on the team. So Watkins and the Chiefs have agreed to a new deal.
Mahomes takes up $35 million.
That will pay him a base salary of $9 million this season, offer him the opportunity to earn another $7 million worth of incentives, and most importantly, shave $5 million off his 2020 cap number, according to Therese Paylor of Yahoo Sports. Yahoo Sports is doing things? Yahoo is relevant?
I guess so.
Dude, who the hell is Yahoo Sports, and what do they think they're doing?
The other question I have is, Mahomes after this next season when he